Morning, everyone. So today I'm gonna finally talk about quadruple exceptional, and it's part number 2, marking episode 200 of my ADHD superpower series, and it will continue going. If you guys can, welcome, please subscribe and give me topics to research on and talk about. All right, so a profile. I'm a shopper, so I gotta be quiet. A profile combining ADHD, PTSD, and giftedness plus perfect pitch. This is kind of meant for me, actually, a little bit. Can create a very intense and highly uneven neurological experience. These traits can interact in ways and simplify both strengths and difficulty or weaknesses. First of all, we're going to talk about ADHD plus giftedness. This combination is common in twice exceptional individuals. It's extremely fast associative thinking with high curiosity and creativity, strong pattern recognition, difficulty regulating attention consistently, intense focus on highly stimulated interest. That's definitely ADHD for sure. Boredom, intolerance. Oh my god, yeah. If my brain goes mushy, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? The brain may shift rapidly between the hyperfocus, mental overload, distractibility, as well as ideal saturation. Very true, and that's the reason why ADHD people are a lot more innovative, as well as integrative thinking. A person can think a very advanced level of these people of odds that might struggle with organization, time management, executive functioning, follow through. That's your motivation as well as your working memory. All right. Second, PTSD, how it affects the brain. PTSD affects the system involved in threat detection, emotional regulation, memory processing, as well as stress response. This is extremely dangerous right now because of the biometric attacks. You're able to actually remotely test somebody's heart rate and your own as well, and even on your watch. Let's say I don't wear a watch, but if you're on Apple Watch or any watch, they're able to test your heart rate or whatever and track your emotions, threat detection, emotional regulation, memory processing, stress response, and they're able to trigger that. If these people aren't part of your life, really try to cut them out. I've been trying with my mom for 28 years now, probably more. Obviously it's not working. She's my mother. But set the boundaries. I think that's the first thing my psychiatrist ever told me, was set boundaries. Common brain-related changes associated with PTSD include hyperactive amygdala, which I asked my doctor, can I please zap my amygdala so I have no emotion for all the shit that I am going through. Altered hippocampus function, reduce executive control under stress. I get stressed out a lot because of nervous system hypervigilance that can cause panic attacks, which is not good for your heart. In combination with ADHD, this can increase your emotional overwhelm, sleep disruption, sensory sensitivity, attention instability, as well as exhaustion from constant mental alertness. That is what I'm going through. I'm just tired of it. Some PTSD symptoms can also resemble ADHD. Forgetfulness, not me. Concentration problems, yes. Restlessness, yes. Irritability, for sure. Now, we're going to talk about giftedness and PTSD. So, again, like I said, this episode is more about me in depth. That maybe these people use this against me, my weaknesses, to attack me. Gifted individuals sometimes process trauma differently because of the highly self-awareness, deep emotional analysis, strong memory encoding, intense imagination, not so much, constant pattern scanning, yes, and definitely the high self-awareness. Overthinking traumatic experiences, yes. Difficulty turning off mental analysis, Existential anxiety, Heightened sensitivity to unfairness or danger. That is very true as well. At some point, gifted cognition may also support strong insight. As a private investigator, I can see that they're all the same people that's after me. Creative coping mechanisms, rapid learning, as well as advanced self-reflection. And I have no problem with self-reflect myself. I know there's nothing, it's my fault, even though my family think, what's wrong with her? Why is she not working to make money? Because I'm volunteering, because, I'm doing something for the world that might be better. Like a 24-hour PMP marathon, it's not that easy. All right, so lastly, we move on to the perfect pitch part. It's very, very, very rarely researched, I gotta say. It's in association with exceptional auditory discrimination, or I would say enhancement. So there we go, enhanced pitch memory, increased sensitivity to sound patterns, as well as layers. Okay, especially when you're perfect pitch, you are trained to listen to the different layers. You're trained for it, and it's in your DNA. I don't know how I got it. I was probably had it when I was already in my mom's tummy. I don't know. All right. However, the brain study suggests differences in auditory cortex organization, left temporal lobe processing, I gotta look that up more, and neural categorization of tones. Ooh, that's interesting. I gotta look up that. Perfect pitch is common and often appears, is uncommon. Sorry, I was like, common? No, it's uncommon and often appears alongside early musical exposure, strong auditory memory, as well as neurodivergent traits in some individuals which over interact with ADHD, PTSD, as well as being gifted. So the interaction between being gifted, having perfect pitch, as well as neurodivergence, is a perfect pitch can intensify sensory experience. For some people, sounds feel usually vivid or intrusive or calm or and energizing. It's NLP, natural language processing, but in music. But who can do that other than musicians, right? So I encourage musicians like me. I might not be famous, I might not know anything, whatever. You can go ahead and tell me, and I'll learn. But if someone that has perfect pitch, I encourage all the musicians as well to, continue doing what you're doing. And if this ever happened to you, know you're not alone. Okay. Out of tune noises become distracting. Oh my God, yes. And my acapellasm is like perfect. If I tune my violin perfectly, it's like, wow. Anyways, environmental sound patterns are constantly noticed, as well as auditory overstimulation becomes exhausting. When you're combining that with PTSD, the sudden sound may trigger strong reaction, noise filtering can become difficult, and crowded environment may feel neurologically overwhelming. Some individuals describe hearing music and environmental sounds with extreme details continuously helpful. So, that is 7 minutes. So, I will stop now, and let's see. Important clarification: none of these traits automatically determine your intelligence level or your personality or your mental health outcome or your functional level. And these are also factors that will impact your, mental health journey, your life, as well as others as well. So there we go. The rest you can read it in the description again, and please subscribe. I'm sorry, it's over 8 minutes long, so it's only 5. Take care.